Hello, MPS. It's your girl, Renise Washington, aka Wellness Queen. This week, I wanted to talk a little bit about how we feel and express when we're feeling defensive. I know no one likes to be called or noted that they're being defensive. When you think of people being defensive, oftentimes it's associated with giving any type of feedback, letting someone know that maybe you didn't particularly enjoy an experience with them, or looking to critique but be helpful about some process they are engaged with. And sometimes when we encounter other people's truths in relation to our truths, it can make us feel defensive, feel the need to defend and honor the thing we believe is being attacked. Okay, so let's take a moment. Are there any times, let's say within the last month, perhaps you have been defensive? I can say for me, last week, I was in a meeting and we were going through some of my material. And as we were engaging, I found myself getting more and more defensive. But then afterwards, I had to kind of ask myself, what is the narrative I am telling myself when my defensive feelings arise? So one of them is, what do I believe this critique says about me? So much, in fact, that I have to be defensive. If I were given feedback on a process, what is it about giving or getting this feedback makes me feel upset, at times worthless, and at other times insecure? And so some of our job when we figure out or identify feelings that we have, some of our job is to investigate them. Okay, so-and-so said A. I felt B, which was defensive. Now, let's put some of that evidence on trial. Does this person have a pattern of only giving me critique and never giving me any affirmation? More than likely, that's not true, right? They have affirmed me in the past. Do I believe that this person's word about my work is the end-all be-all and that my work has no other value outside of what they say? Probably not. It does have value. So what am I fighting and what urges am I resisting to acknowledge when I feel defensive? And so as we are going through this week, whether we're getting feedback from our staff members, parents, heck, coworkers, think about what the narrative is that you tell yourself when you experience feelings of defensiveness, and how do you process and mitigate it? Because being defensive is fairly normal in the sense that it's an emotion that arises. But what you do with that will help inform how people can be in relationship with you, as well as how people can support your dreams or endeavors, especially if it's a struggle to give you any feedback. All right, just something to think about. Thank you again, MPS, and it's been real.